And are you refreshed? Good. Now what? Really, when you think about it, haven't you been answered? Really? You really have, haven't you? Begin right here.
Thank you, Abraham. Thank you, Esther. I really appreciate everything that everyone has done, and I really
We're
appreciate
all in this
the
together.
teachings.
Yes, we are.
Yay. So my question is about karma and the concept of karma. And is this a man-made construct? Is there such a thing as karma? I'd love to have your perspective on it.
Well, there's a basis to it in this sense. There certainly is continuity from life experience to life experience in that you are an eternal consciousness. And you do deliberately come back into a physical experience with the intention of having specific and not specific, but for the most part, general life experience. We have through the years teased and called it karma cop-out because so often people are using what they call karma as the reason that they are not so deliberate about their life experience. And that's the reason that we want to explain to you that you have this powerful knowing, this intention of coming into an environment of contrast, knowing that you will explore and come to new conclusions. But it is the personal discovery in every life experience that is unique to that life experience that makes us not too eager to talk about karma in the way most humans mean it. You are not climbing the rungs of a ladder. Your incarnations are not about that. You don't come because there's some standard that you're trying to achieve. You come because it is a blissful experience to be out on the leading edge of creation. And as powerful creators, you like it out here where the action is, you see. You like exposure to life so that you can have meaningful co-creative experiences. Yeah.
A follow-on to that then. So the resistance that we may pick up along our physical path, is that left with the incarnation we're there, or does that carry forward?
It does not carry forward, and here's the easiest way to explain that to you. As you're sifting through life experience and knowing what you don't want, it's that knowing of what you do want that is the vibrational rocket. It's the highest frequency, and it's what the non-physical part of you then focuses upon. You hear us talking about how, as you are here in this physical form, that when you feel negative emotion, it always means that there's a differing opinion between what you're thinking about that and the way the source within you is thinking about it. So isn't it logical to you that if your inner being, if the source within you will not even join you in one negative thought, isn't it logical that you're not carrying those negative concepts with you into the non-physical?
Of course.
Negative emotion and that knowing what you don't want is a natural byproduct of sifting through the data of this time-space reality. But you're not taking that with you, not any of it.
That's great. Great. All right. Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you, Abraham. My question, actually, I was kind of hoping for a rampage, but to pre-pave that, I've had a lot of segments in my life where my alignment was like spot on.
Yeah.
And when I'm in that space, I don't mind stepping out to get a little contrast. But then to come back in, I never get to the same place. And it feels like I'm always starting over from scratch. Like it's really, really hard. I can't just pop in and pop out.
Well, what's happening in that case is you're spending close to equal amount of times talking about what you want and what you don't want, what you want and what you don't want, so you're not gaining any real momentum about what you do want. So it's just a matter of a little keener focus. It really is the reason that we've been talking about getting more general about things, just getting a stronger basis before you go. It isn't true at all that you are having to start over. It may feel that way because it's a relative thing. In other words, when you really want something, when you want something in a clearer, more specific way, then the absence of it stands out in a clearer, more specific way. So it isn't that you are starting over, you're gaining ground, but you could gain ground faster with a little more focus. Do you care about how you feel?
Absolutely.
Do you think you're thinking your way or feeling your way or some of both?
Some both.
Do you think you're more mental or emotional?
Both.
You think you're more mental or emotional? Mental. Way more mental. Way more mental than emotional. You have a very fast mind. You like to contemplate things. You like to get to the bottom of things. And we would just like to say to you, there is no bottom. There is no bottom. Whenever you try to get to the bottom of something, you just practice a vibration that then gets in your way. And that's the strongest thing that we have to say to you, is be a little less willing to explore the details of what isn't pleasing you. And as you spend less time exploring those details, you will activate that less of the time and you'll make more headway. And it will be noticeable to you right away, really.
Yeah, sure, I quite got
We've
that,
enjoyed this interaction immensely.
Thank you.
Yes, yes indeed. Yes indeed. All is well. Yeah, yeah. We're going to have more conversations with more people in this 1 hour than ever before, so get ready.
Thank you so much.
Yes, indeed.
Just there. Okay. My question is about non-physical, but not having passed over. So my conscious or non-conscious awareness of another level of being in both of us and the interaction on that level, how my vibration affects your vibration and vice versa, because I feel like I can sense that with other people who may not be able to sense it with me.
Well, you undoubtedly can, but here's the most important thing that we want to say to you. You're very sensitive to vibration, that's certain. You want to be sensitive to vibration of vortexual vibration. In other words, sometimes you'll be near someone or with someone and you'll sense that they're not doing as well as you think they would like to do, or you can sense something about that. That means that their vibration, they're out of the vortex, their vibration is strong, you're picking up on that. And what you're wanting to do, and we know this is really what you mean, when you tune to the vibration of who you are, then you have access to the vibration of other people's inner beings. And when you do that, and since you're a teacher, sometimes you feel a little bit of investment because you can feel the inner being of someone who's not in vibrational alignment with their own inner being. But we really want to say to you, mind your own business about that.
Right.
Because there really isn't anything that you can do about that that's going to be very productive. Just tend to your own vibrational alignment. And what happens is, other people's inner beings will utilize you. You'll begin to receive inspiration that is very specific, inspiration that is easy for you to read, inspiration to act on something that will be of a beneficial nature to them. In other words, when you tune into your inner being as frequently as you do, other people's inner beings will utilize you sort of like a messenger. Esther was so aware of how many friends would send her a text just at a meaningful moment, or send an email just at a meaningful moment. And she was certain that they were receiving guidance from broader perspective because the timing of it was so perfect so much of the time. You're following?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the way we would utilize that.
Okay.
Really
Thank
good. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We've had enough room right now. Come quickly. Or come to our dimension where there is not time and we'll have a long chat, yes?
My question is, I saw a very well-researched documentary recently which rang very true to me. The film described a formula for unlimited sustainable energy and showed diagrams that they called the torus.
It's completely accurate. You can believe everything it says.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.